Alrighty, hello and welcome to tonight's fantastic dinosaur action. Some thrilling action otherwise is going on, but this is going to be pretty good. I was just watching the rundown overtime, whatchamacallit, with the Super Bowl there. We're going to be doing super good, super consistent with this unassuming, maybe not so great Nurturing Bristleback. Not so great just because it is a common, it's expensive, but I like it for multiple reasons. It costs 5 and 2 green, which, you know, that's pretty expensive, but with Stampede Dinos, yeah, they can make that mana. As many of you have witnessed, this is Dinosaurs in Explorer best of 3. Oh my goodness, let's see if I can get it just right tonight, I bet. Oh, that seems pretty good. Right below the power and toughness there. Oh, could be better. Next time though. Okay. Yeah, Nurturing Bristleback. What does that achieve? If I see this in 2 lands, I see 3 lands. Forest Cycling, that is a pretty rare ability. Instant Speed, we pay 2. We discard it. Search our library for a forest card, not a basic forest, which that is quite important. The new commercial district, I can grab that. That's why I have the single copy, but just grabbing it, playing it, surveilling 1, sending the top card maybe into the graveyard, digging a little bit closer to something impactful, or usually it's going to be Stomping Ground. So I don't have to grab these, which is very nice. It fixes a little bit, although I don't need too much red, but I could reasonably maybe add some more of that in early on, because Nurturing Bristleback increasing the chances of seeing that source of red. That's going to be quite nice indeed. But instant speed for 2 to search for a land and put it in our hand, that is pretty fantastic stuff. It's hard to compare that to a whole lot. It's pretty decent, but what is Forest Cycling? What is cycling? It is an activated ability. With 1 single Sunken Citadel, I can activate Nurturing Bristleback from my hand, get the land, and I think that is just absolutely fantastic. Nate, how's it going? Hopefully all is great. Flying up the ladder, I hear, with Diamond Dinos. Hopefully you'll fly into Mythic at some point. Lagging behind a little bit this month, but we're all having a good time whenever it is, whatever it is, and testing out different stuff, such as this option here. It's big, it's expensive, it's not the most powerful. Certainly something nastier potentially could be done for 7 mana. A bigger creature, something that does something to the opponent's creatures, but it's packaging 2 things. It's seeing lands consistently all the time. Then if I don't need it, think about it. I just play this, or it just happens to be some other creature that is put onto the battlefield with Ghalta Stampede Tyrant. I could do Nurturing Bristleback's ability not attached to a dino. It could be a sorcery or an instant speed, this sort of thing. So I think it's lovely having it as a creature, a dinosaur. Whew. First time diamond, congratulations. Yes, I wish everybody luck to Mythic. If you choose to do this, at least you have a lot of examples of what could go wrong, what could go right, and you find your own spin. There's certainly a lot of variation, multiple ways you can go, but at least the game plan does pretty much stay the same with Ghalta, barfing a lot of creatures. And yeah, Nurturing Bristleback, if that is part of the batch, I am really going to excuse me, need some coffee. There we go, a fresh pot. But yeah, definitely going to appreciate Nurturing Bristleback if that's part of the batch of creatures. 8 power, and oftentimes I want multiple creatures to block, so this being split up with 2, that could buy me enough time. If I simply just play it, I might only be able to make 7 mana. I'm waiting for the 8th one, waiting to get enough for Ghalta Stampede Tyrant potentially, and that buys me 1 more turn, maybe maybe in some cases. Thrashing Brontodon as well, we'll see. I'm still kind of moving around 3-4 spots. I might switch out Sylvan Scrying, replace it with Archdruids, and have Nurturing Bristleback here, seeing more sources of green, and not just sources of red. That could be very nice to consistently hit those 3 green needed for Archdruids. Play around the Cavern of Souls. Maybe I have this and 2 forests. So I just play the 2 forests first. I keep holding off with the Cavern, and those 2 forests dig for a Stomping Ground. So I will end up with 3 green on turn 3, Stomping Ground being my 3rd land. I think that would be quite nice indeed. Otherwise, Blossoming Tortoise, well, I might switch it out for Archdruids Charm, potentially. Yeah, we'll see. Sometimes the milling, I must admit, the milling from this has been painful. Seeing it send a bunch of good bodies into the graveyard, and then usually seeing a second Blossoming Tortoise, I don't need it whatsoever. That is big time overkill. Maybe the first one that enters has attacked, so it's done its ability twice. Milling, getting lands. I play a second copy, and I don't need nearly that much mana, that much reduction. Castle Garenbrig potentially only needs 2 green to activate its ability with these guys out. Then they mill good cards, good creatures that I would have liked to play. And I have an overload, an overabundance of potential mana with multiples of these, multiple attacking triggers. I think it would be, well, it's definitely best if you have a deck with creatures that become lands. Lands that become creatures. You get the idea. We'll see. Unlocking its full potential, using it to the best it possibly can be. But other than that, nothing too fancy. Flame Sweep, I'm trying this tonight because I have been facing a lot of aggressive stuff. Azorius Control, sadly, has not really been all that common. Flame Sweep should do the trick. Amalia Explore as well. This hurts that deck big time. Big time. Taking out all their little creatures that gain them life. If they can't gain life, that's good. So stopping them on that side with Flame Sweep and Rampaging Ferocidon, packaging that up, it's going to be quite nice. I say we jump into it, although I don't expect to face Amalia. The control decks really do seem to have pushed it out of being faced consistently, which certainly I'm happy. But I just wish there was a little bit more Azorius Control, which kind of sounds crazy. A deck like this, a deck with lots of creatures, wanting to face that kind of a deck. That's pretty cool. Good stuff. That hand is good stuff. Absolutely instant. An instant keep. If I knew it was something black, I might have gone with Commune to start. Thoughtseize getting rid of that. Oh, facing off against you know what. Oh, and the Castle Garenbrig to boot. You know what, we'll go with Stomping Ground. It has to, well, it could enter untapped, but if I don't have to take 2 damage, I might as well not bother. Oh, I think somebody's going to be getting countered. Test the waters with this Thrashing Brontodon, but, well, where's Cavern of Souls when you need it? 4 copies. Oh, no more lies, darn. Yeah, that's good, that's good. Good, you haven't been seeing Amalia as well. Good to know somebody else is having a similar experience. Oh, shucks. I'm getting really scared. They cast No More Lies. I've got 4 Tyrranax Rex, 4 Carnage Tyrants, 4 Caverns. I can make 6 green next turn. 7 eventually for Nurturing Bristleback, but we won't be sticking a whole lot. I'll hold on to Nurturing. Again, I can make 6 now, 7 with the other forest. I might just cycle it. We'll see. It might be nice to potentially hit 8, but if I draw a land next turn, I wouldn't have had to cycle Nurturing Bristleback anyways. Yeah, dinos don't lie. I'm not lying when I say this deck is good against... Oh!
You have no power here.
Don't even need Cavernous Souls, but I'm definitely looking forward to it. I'm able to cast Regisaur or Palani's Hatcher with that one source of red from Stomping Ground. We'll see how it goes. At the very least, Carnage Tyrant should draw out maybe a sweeper, which is good. They would mostly tap out next turn, and that is pretty devastating for a deck like this, especially when I have so many lovely creatures. Strap yourselves in, folks. I just love having good examples again and again. You might think I'm lying. Other people who are not as aware of what this deck can do. Boom. Oh shucks. Plate to Fairy. I don't carry. Carnage Tyrant might carry this particular game though. I know that's it. It is only one deck. People could say, "Oh, you're only strong against one thing, super duper strong, but you're weak against other stuff." I don't think that's the case, but yes, it is. It's got to be very special when you feel so good against this. It's a very good point for a deck, I would imagine. Yeah, they got nothing. Get lost. Well, their chances are getting lost. Oh shoot. Oh darn. I wish I hadn't seen another Carnage Tyrant. Now I'm going to try and take out the Fairy. I don't want them to be drawing an extra card and untapping 2 each turn. That doesn't feel so good. Could I play Regisaur? Maybe. Nurturing Bristleback. I'm going to cycle that. I'm going to get enough lands. I'm actually going to get that commercial district with the Surveil. It's going to dig me a little bit closer, either to Tyrranax Rex, either to a thing that's going to kill them. There you go. Excuse me. Ooh. All right. Go Farewell. Do it. They play Farewell, they die next turn. Oh shucks. Field of Ruin could be problematic. They're making... What are they doing? Huh. They're desperate. They're really desperate. And now they're dead. Huh. Huh. See you later. Not even breaking a sweat. Oh my goodness, look at that. Look at that. Now that's exciting. That is potentially more thrilling than the Super Bowl, which is probably finished about now. I should probably refresh Google and see who won or something. Classic, fantastic. Not a chance. Not even close. But you saw right there what I was mentioning. The potential with the Bristleback, the forest cycling, to not just grab a forest, to grab this commercial district. I didn't need to put the top card to the bottom, but it's got the potential to fix. With a red and green source, I could grab a Triumph as well. Jetmir's Garden, if and when I go into Naya colors, white and whatnot, that'll be pretty good. Up the beanstalk though, this is control, so that's coming in. Thrashing Brontodon out. Seems pretty straightforward. Oh yeah. Other people have clued me into that fact, and it got me thinking. It was in the back of my mind for a while, and then when I was thinking about it, Thorn Mammoth, that is fantastic, but Nurturing Bristleback, the same cost as the Thorn Mammoth. I was like, what else is big? What is a dinosaur that costs a lot of mana? And it reminded me of this thing. Forest cycling. Boom. Search for a land that is a forest. Commercial district. That ability can't be countered. All these fantastic pluses, at least in my mind, seems pretty straightforward. One Blossoming Tortoise. Well, All right. The Azorius Senate is responsible for establishing, refining, and enforcing the extensive legal code. But I wasn't done I just thought it was kind of cool that there was a little blurb about Azorius. Asnorius, I guess, is what they might be called. Okay. Is this going to be an uphill battle? Am I going to break a little bit of a sweat? I would if I kept this hand, though. Wow. Okay. Yeah. There you go. That's... okay. This is good. We saw Field of Ruin. Having 3 Castle Garenbrigs is going to be absolutely devastating. It will be if we can sneak in Sylvan Scrying. I don't think that's going to happen. It is a little bit scary. I'm going to wait. I'm almost certain they would have a counter spell. See if they play somebody. Anybody. That's a tough one. I'll go with it. I'm certain there's probably no more lies. Something like that. Gotta be. Gotta be. Okay. That's fine. We'll get there. We'll get there. We'll play the other Castle Garenbrig next turn. The first of 2 Tyrranax Rexes. What you gonna do? I'm not showing the fact that I have Cavernous Soul as I could, but Castle Garenbrig still, the third one, would have always entered tapped, I should say. Oh shucks. Oh shucks. What you gonna do? It might be Ether Gust, unfortunately. Hopefully that's not the case, but they missed their opportunity. I wouldn't have done this if they had used Field of Ruin to take out Sunken Citadel. So a little bit of an oopsie on them. That's fine by me. Are they going to pay 4 next turn to exile it? Okay, they goofed up. They read the prompt, which I talked about last night. The prompt of, are you sure you want to target it? Of course a person is sure they want to target and kill a creature, but it's asking that because it's going to be countered if they choose to do that. And, well, it's not the first time it's happened. Maybe for some of you guys that use Tyrranax Rex. It is a very odd prompt, because Ward, you can target a creature. Hexproof, you can't target it at all. So you don't see that prompt whatsoever. Now they just die. Huh. Goodbye. Oh, shoot. I just wish I could see how many counter spells they had in their hand. Yeah. Huh. My goodness. It's like, I don't know. It's like Tom Brady going to a different team and then winning the Super Bowl with them. Maybe I'm like the Tom Brady of dinosaur decks. Started out kind of rough, you know, but then became something good, something amazing. Pretty hard to compare the two, but still, it's a walk in the park. Better than Tom Brady. I didn't even have to... It's like a hard counter against that deck, so hopefully it's a Knight of Azorius. Man, my oh my. Good. I didn't even press Ruthless Aggression.
Ruthless aggression!
I have to remedy that, and I have to get a little bit more coffee. That is, yeah, not going to do it. Oh, well, I am on the draw. There's a pretty good chance I would get my second land for Sylvan or Nurturing. Nah. Ooh, okay. Basically the same, very similar, Sunken Citadel at least, but we have to keep it at some point. We can make it work. Again, with the Nurturing. Ooh, okay. Yeah, hello, Thoughtseize. Never seen that before. Nurturing Bristleback or Sylvan Scrying are going away 100%. That's without question. Unless this opponent makes a major, okay, major oopsie. But getting a second Sunken, I'm okay with that. I'll probably choose red just in case down the line I want it for Palani's Hatcher or Regisaur Alpha. Yeah, let's do that. And hope they don't get rid of Nurturing Bristleback. Not a pretty sight. Oh boy. Oh, don't do it. Phew. I think we should get to Blossoming Tortoise. Hopefully. Oh, Leyline of the Veil. Not a problem. Gonna be either... yeah, Regisaur Alpha. Let's do it. I actually got the Stampede Tyrant. I got 4 copies. I'm fine with that. Commercial District, dig, see what's coming up. Whoa, whoa, whoa. That's what it's all about. Watch out, you might be... well, hopefully the Gifted Aetherborn attacks this turn. Next turn, I'm able to make 7 for T-Rex. Straight up take out Liliana if they don't have a Sheoldred's Edict. That's pretty sweet stuff. I'm glad I've had some good examples of Nurturing Bristleback there. That scenario would not have happened. Well, it could have with something that costs 2, but still. Blossoming Tortoise can go. I don't need Blossoming Tortoise at all whatsoever, which is pretty sweet. Go blank. Well, that's pretty good. Tyrranax Rex is also pretty good. Attack me, do it. Oh, no, they don't. A little bit unfortunate, but at the very least, Liliane of the Veil does still go down. Phew. The one way I could take her down. Now we're in a top deck war. Hopefully you have another go blank, buddy. Hopefully they have just a bunch of removal or something, but 4 lands, 7 mana. Oh, that's good. That's not good. That's also not so good. Let me think. Stomping Ground, I guess. And I do want to go down the line of increasing utility land. Something that either would draw me another card, potentially help to take out the Phyrexian Obliterator. That is not a pretty sight whatsoever. Man, so much mana. Don't worry, can't do a whole lot. I have nothing in my hand. For long, let's see. Oh, Palani's Hatcher. I think that's probably the best bet right now. They can't take out anything. They got nothing. Quite nice indeed. Taking Liliana the Last Hope down to 1, I think it's going to be quite nice indeed. I should probably read it. -2, mill 2 cards, return a creature from graveyard to your hand, so they can't do that. The only thing they can do is +1. Taking out that egg, well, that's pretty reasonable. But my top decks are some of the best. Potentially more T-Rexes, Carnage Tyrants, Ghalta, Stampede Tyrant. Watch out. And now they're not attacking simply because I have Palani's Hatcher here. We're into a bit of a staring contest, and I'm perfectly okay with how this is going. You just wait. You just wait. The Field of Ruin is going to be a little bit rough. We can still make plenty of mana. 2 Castle Garenbrigs. That's alright by me. Ooh, Grey Merchant is... Well, that's not good. That's not good at all. Now I have to block Phyrexian Obliterator. Unfortunately. Well, we kind of made something happen, but it is a pretty painful deck to face. Let's just take it out. Gotta try something. Oh boy. Castle Garenbrig. I can still make 6. 6? Oh, okay. 1, 2, 3. Maybe my math was wrong. Well, either way, rough stuff. Do I like up the beanstalk a little bit? Certainly more than Thrashing Brontodon. That won't be doing a whole lot for us in this matchup. And they probably have Sheoldred, the Apocalypse. Maybe not too many copies, but at the very least, getting a little bit more draws is what's going to be appreciated. Big time. 1 Tortoise, 1 Tortoise. That Nurturing Bristleback might come in pretty darn handy. The Super Bowl was so bad. Well, hopefully I'm going to provide some good stuff. Ooh. Not too many additions from Murders quite yet. I'm still messing around with that a little bit, Cut. Yeah, that's too bad that the Super Bowl was bad. Actually, I'm going to check it out. I'm going to Google it. Oh boy. Okay, the 22, interesting. It is a tough card. Very much known stranger. But you just got to stay positive, as it has happened before. I just build up enough for a lethal swing that turn. It doesn't matter how much damage the Obliterator has been dealt if they just die right then and there. Let's start off with that Sunken. I have 2 communes. If I only had 1 commune, I would change it into a land just because of the potential for Thoughtseize. Okay, good stuff. Good stuff. Alright, 6 mana, turn 4. Beautiful. Hopefully up the beanstalk doesn't go away, but this should be good. Yes, definitely killing Obliterator with a Death Touch. 1/1. Absolutely, that is pretty much the best potential thing you could do. Gonna see what up the beanstalk draws. If it is a Sunken Citadel, I certainly would have gone with that. Lovely that I do get to draw a card next turn off of Carnage. The turn after that, Tyrranax Rex. We're in a pretty good position. Oh boy. Really, really good. It might just die. Boom. Might lose Carnage to Sheoldred's Edict, unfortunately. I bet. Oh, good. This is very positive. For, well, a pretty rough matchup, absolutely. Not as rough as that Super Bowl there. Interesting. Okay, this is about it. Tyrranax Rex, Nurturing Bristleback to make sure we get Stampede Tyrant next turn. I kind of like that. Actually, you know what? I'm just going to go with Tyrranax Rex. I'm going to get the card draw now. Either it's a... Okay. Well, it's not exactly the land that I wanted, but I'm going to go and be ruthless. Ruthlessly aggressive. I don't care who blocks who. I want to kill him.
Yes.
I just want to kill him. Get that Death Toucher. Just get it out of the way. We're good. Yeah, it definitely seemed like that. wacky with this year's Super Bowl. The longest field goal in a Super Bowl, 55, and then a little bit later, 57. Crazy. It was interesting, at least. More interesting than some Super Bowls. But you never know. You never know. It might not have been pre-written. Of course, it was more beneficial if a certain team won this year's Super Bowl than didn't. And then there are those people who say it's all for show. I don't know. I think it's more real than some of Taylor Swift's relationships. But I just hope the best for her. I want something real for everybody. I think usually people crave that at some point. Maybe they wake up and they want a real connection, perhaps. Yeah. Oh well. What can you do? Except not watch it and watch this. There you go. Good stuff. A land that enters untapped next turn, they die. They will die eventually, I would imagine, with that Ghalta sunken. Ooh. Okay, that's alright. I'm just going to get sunken down. We're going to draw a bunch. Nurturing Bristleback. Do I like it? It's the thing that draws a card. Really. The least good thing to draw out. Removal. And I got multiple blockers. That's the thing. So for 7, I get a 5/5, a 3/3, and I draw a card. Pretty decent stuff. Definitely. I think it changes it, or it has changed it quite a bit. For the worse, I would imagine. It's about football, and then you have somebody so polarizing. Hey, maybe it's good all around. Good for the NFL, good for Taylor Swift. It's a win-win for both parties. You know? Could look at it that way. Good stuff. No one's stranger. Happy that you're enjoying it. But yeah, I'm happy to use it. Bad for the old fans, yeah. But I think it's going to be good overall. It gets new fans talking, old fans talking. If you were a fan forever, you're probably still going to watch. If you enjoy a game, you would want tons more people following along. Football's football. Even if the outcome is maybe predetermined to some degree, leaning more to one side, it's football. It's good. And it's good when I do this, because now they're dead. Lovely. Getting back that Nurturing Bristleback. Oh my goodness.
Call an ambulance! But not for me!
That's what I'm talking about. Nurturing Bristleback is a dinosaur. It's multiple bodies. It's a dinosaur, so it gets haste if and when I drop Regisaur or Palani's Hatcher. See you later, bud. I go super duper wide. Good luck. You better oh. Where's your Thoughtseize now? Mac and cheese. Oh, I got popcorn. I actually had French fries. French fries and stuffed chicken with broccoli and cheddar cheese. That was pretty good tonight. Yeah, just regular black coffee, an entire pot. Supported the Raiders since you were 5. Well, hey, that's good. Get more eyeballs on a particular sport, whatever sport it is. If you like it, you want it to stick around. You want it to grow. Maybe initially it doesn't grow quite like you would wish. You want to, I don't know if gatekeeping is the best word. Maybe it is. Sylvan Scrying, yeah. Let's do Sylvan Scrying just in case they have a Thoughtseize. Get the second sunken. Boatloads of mana now. Easily enough. Oh, okay. Sometimes that's how it goes. You grab a sunken with the Sylvan and then you get the third sunken. And you get another... okay. Odd. The Chiefs will grow, yeah. Maybe. There's a little bit of trickle down or spreading to other teams. It makes people more aware, perhaps, of football as a whole. We'll see if the Chiefs win next year. Maybe they face the 49ers again. That would be pretty wacky, but it would be a pretty darn fantastic rivalry. At the very least. Oh, shoot, you have removal. They don't have enough to kill it. They would have to make me sacrifice Tyrranax Rex at the moment. I guess. People more interested in it. I guess that is true. Everybody knows what it is, knows of it. Yeah. Oh, I never get tired of a super early T-Rex. Or I never get tired of casting a Carnage Tyrant with 3 lands. Whew. Well, let's... Oh.
I am inevitable.
Just like the Chiefs winning the Super Bowl was inevitable.
It's a trap!
Yeah. I don't know. If I loved a particular thing, a particular sport or whatever, at least for me, I'd be happy for tons more people to be interested than they wouldn't have otherwise. Yeah, the Obliterator absolutely got obliterated right there. It's feeling pretty good tonight. Bristleback feels right. Imagine Nurturing Bristleback. In that second game, it was something other than Bristleback. It was a spell that got me a land. It searched my library for a forest card and put it into my hand for 2. There is stuff that kind of does that. I would have had that, and I would not have needed it. It changes so quickly, as you saw there. Multiple Sunken Citadels, Castle Garenbrig, and I don't need that one instant or sorcery that searches for a land to increase consistency, but I still increase it with a creature, and later on it's pretty big. More bodies, more damage, more ruthless aggression. Whew. The Raiders with a... maybe the Raiders go to the Super Bowl next year. Hopefully it's the Miami Dolphins, the best football team ever. They had a better undefeated season, 1 game more than the Patriots, going undefeated 16. The Dolphins, I think about 4 decades ago, went 17 games in a regular season, which is better than the Patriots. So for that reason, the Miami Dolphins are the best team in the NFL. Hopefully they win the Stanley Cup or the World Series. We'll see. Right, okay. Yeah, if I had to choose 100%, it would be the Dolphins. And it's not just because of... Okay. Azorius Control number 2. Let's go. Strap yourselves in. Sylvan Scrying, we're looking at 2 lands, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh my goodness. That's what I want. Commune with Dinosaurs. They're going to counter it. That's fine. Draw out the counter spell on Commune. So then I can go Sylvan, maybe, and grab the second sunken. Ace Ventura at the Super Bowl. Yeah, maybe. Oh boy. Play some. Okay. Don't exactly need Nurturing Bristleback. I still want to try for Sylvan. We'll keep drawing out counter spell. You you goofed up. If they had a counter spell, they goofed up. Big time. Now they may just die. Again, hold off on that Cavern of Souls. They know eventually, oh, I'm gonna counter. I'm gonna stop what this opponent does. Well, that's not the case. But we do have to draw out something, somebody, somewhere. Carnage Tyrant definitely does that. Play it and see what happens. Field of Ruin taking out Castle Garenbrig might be a little bit nicer. Preserving Cavern of Souls, the counterspell protection. Well, I have to play it anyways. I was just kind of seeing if maybe they would use Field of Ruin, pop it before. Okay, yeah, you're getting desperate. Search for a sweeper. But seeing Carnage Tyrant, knowing maybe they didn't have a sweeper, they got to dig. Oh, darn. Oh, I wish I had good stuff to play next turn. Shucks. Sylvan Scrying it is. Grab another, maybe Cavern of Souls. Castle Garenbrig. Nah, let's do that. We don't actually have to. Well, Field of Ruin is going to probably take out a Sunken. Unfortunately, but, well, hopefully that doesn't happen. Alright, here goes nothing. Oh, my goodness. No Ether Gust. Okay. They might have a you-know-what. We're about to find out. Hopefully it's not Settle the Wreckage. That would be problematic for sure. I would imagine removal on Regisaur Alpha. Stopping it. Okay. That's more exciting than the Super Bowl, baby. Get him. I don't know how that sounds with the clip, but whoa. Maybe I should start adding a little bit there. Spice it up a bit. I don't get tired of that either. My goodness. I really do wish they would fix this glitch. Odd. Alright, we know the drill. Trim Thrashing Brontodon, not doing much. Bring in good old Up the Beanstalk. Trim one Tortoise. Ooh. Yes, Junior, absolutely. I'm not in Diamond or Mythic yet, unfortunately, but this transfers over pretty straightforward. It's not like it would really be much different in Diamond and Mythic. There is no way to play around this, really, other than Field of Ruin taking out a key land. But then I just get another copy or something like that. Oh, I wish. Maybe I should try and make standard dinos even more exciting. Possibly. Sadly, we only have access to Tyrranax Rex. We don't have Carnage Tyrant. They should have printed that in the Lost Caverns of Ixalan. Yeah. And that hand looks pretty good. Castle Garenbrig's 2 of them to start. Quite reasonable. Nurturing Bristleback, making sure I have at least the 4th land. Commune, Sylvan, to dig for a Sunken, or I see a Sunken. Perfectly fine with that as well. A very good chance that I'm going to get there. It will be Carnage Tyrant on turn 5 at the very least. It's still pretty decent. A Carnage Tyrant on turn 5, draw out a sweeper, and then I go Carnage Tyrant on turn 6, or Palani's Hatcher, or by that point potentially I've seen the first Sunken Citadel. I'm able to go Ghalta after the Carnage draws out the sweeper and they're tapped out. Maybe. And yeah, no castle either. And oh shoot, I wish I had another Castle Garenbrig. Darn. Yeah, we'll make use of it. This is the pretty good thing. And if I had a cycling or an instant speed ability for 3, I could tap castle for a mana, get a forest out onto the battlefield. That'd be pretty good. The forest I put out could be used for mana itself because it enters untapped. It's pretty cool to do things at instant speed as a benefit. Okay. Okay. You don't have enough Field of Ruins to stop me, bud. Hey, that's alright. You got something good that you can do here. Like I said, Carnage Tyrant turn 4. What is that not good against? Even if it's not Azorius Control. Don't you want to play a thing they can't counter, they can't kill? If you're facing off against Mono Black, you might as well do that. Yeah. Oh, shucks. What you gonna do? Sweep me next turn? Yeah, definitely more thrilling than the Super Bowl. Ooh. Yeah, that's pretty good. Oh, shucks. I'm worried about Teferi. Teferi ain't so scary. That's what I say. Alright, what's the best way to draw out something bad from them? Do I like Sylvan Scrying? Would it be countered? Probably. I'm going to try for it though. We'll see. Love those hearts, good stuff. I wish I could do the emotes a little bit more. That's pretty cool. Cheering. That was counter. That's alright. Commercial District. We'll get some good stuff next turn. I don't need that Stomping Ground, so though Commercial District already is proving its worth, I get a turn ahead. That is nice. Ooh, I'm okay with that. Maybe they attack with the Samurais and then they sweep. Farewell, potentially. Farewell to your chances, because if they cast that, they will die. That's pretty good. Do it. Do it. Boy. Oh, Regal Kiss. They're basically tapped out, yeah. Yeah. Interesting at the very least. This is pretty interesting too. See you later, bub. Oh shucks, man, you played a cat. Oh darn, that's really cool. Now you die. Boom. Ghalta, Stampede Tyrant next turn, hopefully drawing something with haste. I'm pretty sure they're dead, but, well, I'm not doing the math. Ain't nobody got time for that. Maybe I should do some more watch-alongs. That kind of reminds me of that. Some of you guys have suggested watch-alongs for videos or movies or whatever, but just with the Super Bowl, whether you enjoy it or not, it is entertaining, interesting, at least to me. Somehow watching it as you guys watch it, a little bit of a watch party, I guess. Something that's happening live. Yeah, could be neat to explore that angle. Oh, yes. Celebrations all around. Exciting games tonight. Actually, hold on a second. We got a pack here. We got to hold everything. Interesting. This would be a good thing to talk about. I haven't mentioned it much before. Some of you guys may have faced the new Mono Green Devotion featuring this card. He sung the opening thingy, yeah. It's pretty good. Lots of interesting faces tonight at the Super Bowl. Usually that's the case. But people were kind of underwhelmed with Posty's performance a little bit, and I heard he was a little bit nervous to sing at the Super Bowl. I think he did good. A fantastic ambassador for Magic the Gathering. They're certainly not complaining. They have somebody so famous that likes the game. It's hard to tell, but I'm sure it's brought in quite a few more people to the game overall. Usher was horrendous, I saw he performed with Alicia Keys. I didn't really keep up too much with it. I knew Post Malone was performing. Yeah. And speaking of performing, this card for Mono Green Devotion. It's 4 green pips to help with that. It enters for free. It has been devastating. I faced it once before, and it was very scary. I took down that Mono Green Devotion player that was using this, but I think this has the potential to be abused. Absolutely. Somebody's going to break it, and maybe it doesn't get banned, but something that does that, making things every color. Ooh. Ooh. I thought it was an interesting outfit. I did like seeing Alicia Keys, though. She's pretty fantastic. Yoshida. Maybe it's going to be Azorius Control number 3. Hopefully. That'd be good. Ooh. Well, it's actually pretty reasonable. 3 lands, Sylvan Scrying, the Black Ring. I guess not the Black Ring, huh? Yeah, the Black Ring. I thought that was gold. Maybe the textures are... Oh, okay. So it is that. I gotta go with Sylvan Scrying. Okay. Alright, they don't have a counter spell, it seems. Yeah. Ludicrous. Oh, Ludicrous is good too. Lotus Field. This is going to be rough. Thespian Stage. I don't know. We'll see. Gonna try and sneak in Blossoming Tortoise. Hopefully it happens. No counterspell. Don't do it. Oh my. Okay. Alright, well, things are going downhill. Hopefully they don't get Lotus Field. Yeah, okay. Oh. Maybe that's the face you made when you saw Usher's outfit tonight. Yeah, Super Bowl's over for a year. Next one's going to be good. That turtle absolutely is amazing. I actually got to check the mail. Yeah. Skull and Bones, very, very good. I've heard good things about it. Huh. It's hard to keep up on a lot of stuff just because I am so focused on this one thing and I want to be focused on it, but yeah. I don't play too much else. I do play one particular phone game, which I think I might show you guys at some point. We'll see. In my off time, when I don't want to join a game, if I think I might have to step away quickly with 2 kids, that's what I play. And it's pretty good. I'm always interested in pirate stuff. No, it's not Clash Royale. It's actually a game probably most of you have never heard of. Mutiny. Pirate Survival. It's from Asia, I believe, one of those kind of countries where pay a lot of money for a little bit of gold and items, and those items wear down guns or swords and whatnot, and you can pay a lot of money for a little bit. That's what I'm getting at. But it's pretty good. You don't have to spend money. A lot of grindiness. There's food and thirst, hunger and thirst, and then health, replenishing it, building up. It's good. I'll show it sometime. But yeah, no, it's not Clash Royale. Don't worry. I have a little bit more interest in that. Oh, up the beanstalk. This could be painful. At least they still don't have Lotus Field. We got a chance here, folks. Another Sylvan Scrying might as well. Get that other sunken, supercharged Ghalta at some point here. Well, I don't need the other sunken. Really. I may appreciate Commercial District next turn instead to surveil. I'm going to do that. If something's going to enter tapped, it might be this thing that enters tapped that digs me a little bit towards good stuff. I hope. Oh, yeah. Don't really need the sunken. We're good. We're good. Clans? There is clans in that game. And you can fight other people. I'll maybe look it up. It's not the most popular pirate type game. I'll find it at some point. Maybe I'll record a little bit of a feature about it tonight. Ugh. That is the painful thing. Absolutely 100% flooded. Well, I'll choose Dinosaur at the very least. I don't really want to play Regisaur Alpha. I want Ghalta to enter, Regisaurs put on the battlefield, plus a bunch of other stuff. Let me see if I can find the game. I'll let this control opponent stew in their own defeat. Let me see. I guess I'll choose it on the Google Play Store. They don't have a very big website. There you go. That shows the game, what it's all about. It's interesting, at least. Again, you don't have to spend any money, but you could spend money on stuff that just gets destroyed. Maybe you get killed, you lose your gun or whatever, and you have to repair. That's what I'm getting at. There's repairing of items. It's a lot of different aspects that, well, maybe most people don't appreciate it. Maybe some people don't. The hunger, the thirst, the health, the repairing of items, the wear and tear. But I like that aspect, at least in games. It's kind of cool. Makes it feel a little bit different. Okay, Strict Proctor followed by Lotus Field, maybe? That is a little bit rough. So I can go Ghalta, and I can almost have 2 left. I gotta wait next turn. Well, oh, what am I thinking? I'm dead. I'm at 3. I was having such a good time thinking about that game that I play. Project Zomboid. Okay, I've heard good stuff about that. Haven't really looked into it too much. But yeah, if you guys do check out that game, you'll understand what I'm talking about. The type of game where you can just throw all kinds of money, real world money, $10, $24 for a couple guns that wear down and break, which is a bad use, at least in my opinion, of money. You can just build a spear, a bamboo spear, fight along, get some stuff. Oh, that was a clutch proctor. 100%. Not sure exactly what's happening here. But I am going to be looking for multiple sunken citadels. I want boatloads of mana. I don't always want it, but if I have to pay an extra 2, I have to spend 8 for Ghalta, 2 extra for the tax of Strict Proctor. Oh boy. I don't mind that. Some of these games that take a grind, maybe a little bit less hand-holding, which the game that I linked there, there's not really any. Oh, what's going on? Why is it this is weird. Why is it glitching? I've never seen this before. Usually this kind of thing happens on my phone. Did I press something? Did the game crash? Huh. Odd. I guess I'll close it and reopen it. Hopefully this stays connected for you guys. Yeah, that's the first time it's done that on me. On my computer at any time, whether I'm playing live or otherwise. Wish I would have realized it a little bit sooner. Really weird. Huh. Yeah, I think usually you guys stay connected. I do worry a little bit if glitches happen. Maybe it's the internet or something to do with the computer, and everything has kind of gone down a little bit. The opponent definitely hacked. They wanted to win, kind of like the Chiefs hacked to win the Super Bowl. All right, what's it going to be? Am I going to redeem myself after that terrible joke about the Chiefs? I think so. The NFL is going to shut me down. Go Dolphins. Best team ever. Yeah. Oh. There's the best hand ever. Yeah. Straight up. Enough mana for Ghalta Stampede Tyrant. More than enough. Demir Control. Should be good. They shut a church down once. That's not nice. Some say the NFL is like a church. It's a religion, in a sense. Do I need Commune? Well, we're going to try it. We're going to get a Carnage Tyrant. We're going to play a Carnage Tyrant eventually. No more lands. No more. I've got 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Eventually, I could be making 10 mana. Okay, well, we're saying goodbye to Carnage Tyrant. But this is the thing I'm saying. You get flooded so completely. I only have 20 lands, which is nuts. It is a license to print money. But yeah, a Super Bowl watch party for charity, that should at least be supported. And if it's not supported, just let it happen. Come on. %. Just be nice to people. Goodness. No more lands. This is bound to happen. This could happen even if I had 18 lands. However, this looks like... Oh, okay. I'm finally facing the monthly Greasefang. It seems like I face it once a month. Graveyard Hate can be good against this, but it is so completely uncommon. I'm not really worried at all. We'll get him, maybe. Esper is very interesting, for sure. Abzan is pretty good. Maybe we'll see a little bit more Smuggler's Copter with Greasefang discarding a card. It's pretty nice, though, as an additional way to get that vehicle in the graveyard with a vehicle itself. Ugh. My goodness, that Bant Lotus Field player really hacked my system, and they made me draw a bunch of stuff I don't need, sadly. Well, we're not dead. We could put a lot of power onto the board next turn, able to play Ghalta, but I could also draw the 4th Sunken Citadel. You never know. World hunger could have ended a long time ago. 100%. Yeah, it's just when you look at things, you look at how much money flows around at the top, somebody could have figured it out. And it wouldn't... I've read some figures that it doesn't take nearly as much as you think. You could end it, but you want it to be sustainable as well, which wouldn't be that hard. Enough people throw money at it. We'll see. We'll see. It's got to get better at some point. Maybe it's going to get worse before it gets better. Who knows? Absolutely. Build farms. 100%. Ooh, I like the thought of that. I do like truly open world stuff. Guild Wars, well, that's not exactly truly open world, but the potential of doing so much, building your own fun, I guess. Kenshi. I'm gonna have to write that down. We finally got another creature. It only took, well, too many turns, sadly. There's literally nothing different I could do. I have 20 lands. Sometimes you draw a bunch. But Thrashing Brontodon seems pretty straightforward here. I kind of like the thought of drawing more cards, though. Huh. Maybe. And they have lots of vehicles. I don't think it's the super scary variation. It doesn't have quite as much crazy potential. Parhelion 2 in the mixture. I didn't check the graveyard. Maybe I should have, but yeah. Kenshi, I'm writing that down. Okay. Pretty good, might as well. Commercial district, a very reasonable land to start, to dig for, hey, something I don't need. So I'm already one turn ahead, sending that Thrashing Brontodon into the graveyard. Hopefully they don't get a Parhelion 2 there. Yeah, okay, not too bad. I would imagine Parhelion 2 is in the mixture. Now with Nurturing Bristleback, I'll wait. I'll see what I draw. I have the third force, so I know at least I'm going to be hitting my land drop. But maybe I draw another land next turn. I keep getting what I need, so I can keep that Bristleback there. Could they have removal? Counterspell for Thrashing? Nah. Nurturing Bristleback it is. Next turn. Well, sometime. Either at the end of their turn, probably. Maybe if I had a fourth mana, I would at least have one left over for Thrashing Brontodon. Okay, Parhelion. Well, we're not winning this one. That's a quickie. Yes, no one's stranger. I'm quite happy with that fact. Huh. Zombie stuff, though. There's a lot of zombie games. I wish there was more survival, building up your base stuff, but not zombies. I guess it's been overdone a little bit, at least for me. I want to find something that is just, nice survival on a phone game at least. There is great options on the PC, but I like stuff on my phone that has that aspect. I've played a bunch of them. Nothing quite hit the mark other than that Mutiny Pirate Survival that I mentioned. Well, I faced my monthly Greasefang. I got it out of the way, or I guess probably bi-monthly Greasefang. I wouldn't be surprised if it has been 2 months since I faced it last. Icarus, okay. Huh. Bears, well, alright. We got Kenshi, we got Icarus. Not that I think I'll get a whole lot of time to get around to it. Oftentimes it is just a live stream that I do. I get the chapters put in for the live stream that happens, and then I go to bed. Pass out, not usually. I research and look for different options, practice again and again and again. But one day, down the line, when I have more time, some of these potential options for games to play. Well, that's going to be appreciated. Graphics. Ooh. I do have a fantastic PC that, well, at least should be able to perform pretty good. This hand also would perform quite nicely, at least if we get to that 4th land. Sunken, boom, blossoming, hopefully grabbing Castle Garenbrig. Worth a try at least. Ooh, Phoenix. Okay, the first Phoenix of the night. I haven't seen a lot of Phoenix decks. Grixis Phoenix, okay. Yeah, I haven't seen a lot of Phoenix recently. Right. Oh boy. Oh, they got the first graveyard chicken. I'm super scared to take 3 damage. Oh boy. Okay, Reggie. Actually, I'll probably just try Blossoming Tortoise now that I have Castle Garenbrig. I was thinking about Carnage Tyrant. If they're tapped out, if I don't have to worry about a counter spell, I might do it. Sneak it in, lock in Ghalta Stampede Tyrant. Oh, okay. Oh boy. Okay. Watch out, bub. Go big or go home. They're not dealing 20 damage to me next turn. That's not happening. Oh, I love Regisaur Alpha. I love having Palani's Hatcher and Regisaur. Just add in redundancies and add in more ways to see everything have haste. It's been down to the wire many times, as you guys have witnessed or experienced. You're down to 1, 2, oh my god. There you go. Thumbs up. That's why Blossoming Tortoise costs as much as it does in paper. It's pretty expensive. But now if they don't have a Thoughtseize, they're dead. If they shoot their shot, as they say, to get a Phoenix out. Oh man. Oh, I'm so scared. Oh, use removal on the Tortoise. Oh, darn. Garruk's Uprising. I might. Hopefully they don't have a counter spell for what's about to happen. I'm going to see what happens with Sylvan. I can still play Carnage Tyrant with the 3 lands that are left. Oh, you goofed up. Get the Carnage Tyrant out. Maybe draw out Sheoldred's Edict or something. Oh, it is. Picklock Prankster was absolutely a fantastic addition for Phoenix. Milling, replaying an instant or sorcery. Free the Fae. That adventure there. It's 2 instant or sorceries in 1. I think it's lovely. Having a 1/3 flying vigilance, that's nothing to laugh at as well. 100%. A lovely level up for this deck. Big time. Absolutely. Marauding Raptor 100%. It does get chumped, but Garruk's Uprising, giving trample to each creature. That's what you want to be doing. Now, what this opponent is going to be doing is dying. Okay. They're probably wondering, why did they say good game? How I'm at full health. Oh, how is that? Are they getting ahead of themselves? They're just like, how could it be good game? That is how.
Ruthless.
Oh darn, you weren't quick enough, buddy. Some people say Phoenix variations are fast, but I've found them not to be always that fast. If I don't play any early creatures, and I don't rely on the early creatures, their removal is basically useless. Gotcha. Instant dead cut, 100%. What's better than that? Knowing there's so much power, maybe it would be just a little bit. Certainly that is overkill, but if the opponent if the opponent's at full health and they have a few creatures, you want as much power as possible. Just blast through and you will get that win in many more scenarios. Maybe I put out 2 creatures with haste, 2 big creatures. A combined total of 16 damage with haste. Shieldred blocks one of those. They're not quite dead. We have to go back and forth. I've always thought just killing them right then and there on that turn, the best. It made the most sense to me, but Thrashing Brontodon out of the way. Up the beanstalk, up the winds. 1 tortoise. I think I'll default to that for now. If I bring in up the beanstalk, 1 tortoise plus the 3 Thrashing Brontodons. Something like that. I could risk it. I've won off 1 land before, but it's not Commune with Dinosaurs to mostly guarantee that I'm going to see the second land. 2 chances to see the second one. Nah. Okay, whoa. I'm glad I mulliganed. Knowing what it is, Regisaur Alpha, you're out of there. Keep the 2 things that are hardest to deal with. Oh, darn, go with your Thoughtseize. I'm so scared. Huh. You're going to get rid of a Sylvan Scrying. And you're still going to be crying. When people see the potential of this deck, they may be buying. Because when I say it's amazing, I ain't lying. Oh, look at that pun. I'm spitting verses almost as good as Post Malone. Yeah, I'll try that. Certainly nice to attempt Sylvan Scrying, even though I think it will get countered. I mean, okay, it doesn't get countered. All right. Good, good. Oh boy. Oh, scary stuff. Oh, they milled two Thoughtseizes. Wow, I love it. Doesn't get much better than that. Sylvan Scrying though, digging for something that enters untapped. Forest. I want to go Blossoming Tortoise next turn. I need a forest at some point. I don't actually, but it's nice to be able to go Tortoise next turn, Castle Garenbrig afterwards, supercharging and devastating the opponent. What's it going to be? I would imagine they probably are able to get that first graveyard chicken out of the graveyard. Thoughtseize for 1, Treasure Cruise for 1 blue, something else afterwards. Yeah. Crazy to see 3 Thoughtseizes in the graveyard though. It's good, knowing they're gone. Oh shoot. They're dealing 3 damage to me. This is a pretty scary clock. Oh boy. Oh man. What am I gonna do? Yeah, Stomping Ground. Let's do that. Hopefully Regisaur or Palani's. It is a little bit sad, like I mentioned. Blossoming Tortoise, milling, good stuff. It's not so nice to see it, but nice to know they could be dead next turn again. They're cruising for a bruising. This opponent might be losing. Their life total is oozing away. Oh boy, yep. There you go. Gotta press something good.
You won! You did it!
See? Phoenix is not that fast. It's not faster than me. Oh, how lovely is that? Mill, whatever, I don't care at this point. Bye. Predetermined, absolutely. The chances of the opponent went downhill. Wave, boof. I could add those 2 clips together, the plane and the explosion, maybe I should. There's never enough time. But also this, if you've been having trouble with Izzet Phoenix or Azorius Control, keep this in mind.
Don't push it. Don't push it, I'll give you a war you won't believe.
You said it, Rambo. Now, that was one of the best nights in a while. I do wish it hadn't crashed in that Lotus Field match. Would have been pretty sweet. Hey, I destroyed perfectly surgical, not even breaking a sweat. Azorius, Phoenix, not so much that Greasefang, but the bi-monthly Greasefang match, I'm okay. That's alright. Guess I'll leave it there for now. No One Stranger, Cut, Scorpion. Everybody else, anybody else watching right now, later on, whenever it is, wherever it is, have a good rest of your time zone. That was fantastic. Lovely suggestions tonight. Fantastic games. Hopefully you guys enjoyed as much as I did. Go Dolphins. Go Dolphins. Yeah. Peace.